Hello, my name is Michael Hartman and I'm a licensed mental health counselor. It's good to have you here today. This video is about mindfulness. We're going to be practicing mindfulness using the DBT skill Observe, Describe. I've linked up here different videos describing the technique. Quick overview: Observe, Describe is tapping into your five senses and focusing on what you're feeling through these senses as opposed to your inner felt experience of your emotions and your thoughts. Oftentimes, thoughts and feelings cannot be resolved in the moment, and oftentimes thoughts and feelings just really the most opportune way to let them leave you is just to let them go and let them pass along the way through your consciousness all the way out of your active headspace or your mind. Observe Describe is a very helpful technique in allowing us to shift our attention, grasping tougher emotions and thoughts, and focusing more on neutral or even positive stimuli. Now, in my past videos, I've done Observe Describe outside in the chilliness. I've done Observe Describe in my living room office. And these are wonderful ways to tap into sight, smell, touch. But there's also one underlooked sense that I'd like to highlight here today, and that is taste. Taste is one of the big five senses. A lot of people enjoy eating, tasting delicious things, delicious drinks, delicious foods, etc. So in today's video, we're going to do Observe Describe on the beverages and a little snack that I have set up. And this is just as an example for you going in your own taste, observe, describe practices going forward. So first, we have a cup of hot coffee. Just topped it off right before the video. Made it to the way I like. And as you can see here, it is a light brown, a tannish brown, and it has a bit of a milky color. From there it looks a little whitish, a little, almost like it could be orange. Are my eyes playing tricks on me? I don't know. We see that the inside of the cup is a light purple and the outside of the cup is black, though maybe actually it's like a very dark purple as well. We're going to start with smell. Smelling the coffee, it smells sweet, almost a nut type smell as well. This is chock full of nuts coffee, maybe there's something to that name. It smells sweet and nutty. Now let's go in for taste. I like to swoosh it all around, similar to a wine tasting. Let the tongue get hit. So I taste sweet from the beginning and vanilla as I put in a little bit of vanilla syrup into this coffee. Going in for the second sip, I do taste that nuttiness and almost a dryness at the end on the tongue. Remember, Observe, Describe is just observing your senses and describing them as objectively as you can. Not avoiding like or dislike as much as possible. Sometimes that just leaks through. Focusing on the sensible facts. For example, the tastes in this coffee. And the third sip. Again, a bright nutty taste in the beginning, some sweetness, and then a dryness on the tongue towards the end. And just to note, the feel in the mouth and on the hands of the coffee is warm. It's not scalding hot. It's not cold by any means. I'm used to that. This is time the coffee is nice and warm. All right. So now we're going to cleanse the palate with a little bit of water. First off, the first thing I sense is the difference in temperature. This is much cooler water, though it wasn't fridge water, so it's It's not super cold. It's not a lot of taste. In fact, it's like kind of removing taste from my tongue. The coffee kind of left a flavor there of that nuttiness, of that dryness on the tongue. I guess maybe that's what it is, laying there on the tongue. And the water is like removing it. Still a bit of coffee flavor coming off the tongue. Yeah, still the coffee flavor I think is going to linger there until something new goes in. So that's our water. And now for our snack, we have something very sharp, something I had in my fridge, some olives. Olives are very, very sharp in flavor, so we should have a lot to observe and describe. So let's go in. When you're really paying attention to this, it hits you. The first thing I get is oiliness because of the olive oil that this has been seeped in. And then I get a sourness, followed by a little bit of a bitterness, but not too bitter. Another thing I noticed is that when I bit down, we hit the pit. So I felt that on my teeth. Saltiness definitely is there as well. A bit of fun, this exercise. When this was taught to me, it was with the chocolate melting in your mouth. That was fun too. Back to saltiness, definitely. I wonder if all olives are really salty. I'm probably sure there are less salted varieties. And so my mind is like going to other places, right? Oh, where are olives made? How salty are they? These are just distractions during this exercise. It's not that they're to be judged that I'm having a distraction. It's just that that's what the mind does. It thinks about a million different things. You have one of the world's smartest computers that houses your mind, your brain, and it thinks about a million different possibilities, just like any other machine would. When you sense that happens, you just return back to the exercise. So, I don't have any more physical olive in my mouth, but I feel a lingering sourness and oliviness to the olive. The oliviness is definitely a sour and a slight bitter, and there's something I can't really describe. It's almost like a pickled taste in the mouth, where it's like it's a sourness. Like you still kind of feel that olive taste in your mouth, which is a very complex taste. All right, let's switch it up. Let's go in for a green one, just a little bite. I think I need a second bite to really understand that taste. It definitely has a freshness to it, whereas opposed to these purple olives, which are they got a bit more mushy. This one has a bit more of its flesh to it. When you bite into it, there's a bit of juice that hits you back. There's it's not sweetness, it's still sour and bitter, but a different profile of the two. I would say this is more bitter and less sour. Not sweet, a bit salty, just like the other one. They were in the same package, probably. Taste overlaps. Yeah, definitely a bit more juicy, less sour, a bit more bitter. And it's as simple as that. Mindful eating is a great way to get yourself out of your head. And by using Observe Describe, you can be very mindful about what you eat. The textures of the food, the amount. You can even go down to the stomach and see like how full you're becoming. So this has some, utility in if you're trying to watch how much you eat. Observe Describe is really a great technique to be paired up, with some deep breathing. Especially when you start off the exercise, to create some space between what was going on in your life before doing this exercise and the moment that you are going to start it off. I hope this was helpful for you today. And again, my name is Michael Hartman, licensed mental health counselor. I hope you have a pleasant day. Take care now. Bye.